around you, plain clothes, but wasn't close to you. Said I was weak. You come in, I saw you cut on, fake type shit. Tie you up,
hold up, yo. Bubble Red's up in this bitch.
Hell yeah.
Out in your face. Now your face lays like ashtray face. Take me out of my way.
We doing this right now. We talking some more Queen shit. Noriega beat. Drink Champs. But this is Noriano. Before Drink Champs.
Oh, all right now. All right now.
That's Nori all day though. But nah. What up, people? It's your boy White with Bubble Breads, aka I'll slap you, aka say it again, y'all mean?
Hey yo, and this is your man Big Mario King from Queens, and we are Borough Breads. We are back.
It's been like 100 years, but we
That's
here.
all good. It's all good. We living life. It's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
For real, yo. For real. Everything's been emotional while we've been gone, so we got a lot to talk about. Shit.
So much shit happening right now.
So much stuff, yo. Yo, I was typing in it. You see, I was trying to type in the title. It's so much stuff, yo.
I know.
That we got to talk about. That I gotta even look at the title again to see what we're looking at, yo. Yo. So let's start off with Drink Champs, yo. For real, let's just jump right into it, man.
All right. Well, I'm shit. Let me just play the clip and then we'll talk about it.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Hold on. It's been a minute. Let me shit. Let me do what I do.
For real, yo.
Hold on.
Oh shoot.
Yo, so more real quick. Let them know what we talking about, though.
So went to see Drink Champs like a week ago. They went ahead and dropped some stuff real quick. Bumped into this real quick with the dude talking about the Drink Champs. What's his name again? You can see it closer than me, White. Who's the shout out to the dude who put this up, man? What's the name of the site?
Oh, what is the dude name, yo? Damn, more. I don't know this shit.
It should be right in the corner, yo. I can't even see it. It should be legible right in the left bottom corner, yo.
I'm gonna have to go back. See, it
should be right down there, bro.
Oh, Biff, Lord Biff.
Biff, okay, Lord Biff. Shout out to Biff, yo. Real talk.
Lord Biff, yo. He got
good piece. It's a good piece, man. So White's gonna play a little bit. White's gonna play some of it, and we're gonna jump right into it, yo. For real.
Like and subscribe on your boy Lord Biff, because he got the way he edited this joint. It's right to the
really
point
dope.
what we talking about today. So I'm gonna play it real quick so y'all can see what we talking about, and then y'all can rock with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let's get straight into it. If any of you missed the drama, let me quickly recap. So Kanye West put on that MAGA hat. Talib Kweli on Drink Champs a few years ago made some remarks about all that, and Kanye was not too thrilled with that.
I don't mean to keep bringing back to Kanye, but that's the other shit that disappointed me. When he get on that America First shit, that to me is worse than, like, that's not it.
Yeah, believe me.
That ain't it.
Wait. But there's a comfortable amount of
Kanye says we need to manufacture in America. We have to put America first, that nationalist shit. Like, he be on that shit now. That's his new shit.
It gets to a point where there's damage that's being created by what he's doing.
Yeah, I think that's why we have to speak on it.
And that's what's because in the beginning,
what is the damage though?
Because I think his followers
vote
for Trump. You think that?
What's the real damage?
I'll tell you what I think. What I think.
He will go down.
Here's the damage for me, and on a real personal level. When Kanye bigs up somebody like Candace Owens. Candace Owens comes after me on Twitter,
right?
And then I get called
the white girl.
That's the black girl. And then I get called a nigger and a monkey. Proud Boy, MAGA motherfuckers be coming at me like, you should be more like Kanye.
But is that Kanye's fault too?
It's not his fault. It's not, because they're gonna be like that. They're gonna find somebody else. It's gonna be somebody else.
A lot of Kanye catch the slack for all this shit.
But the reason why his fault is he is a grown man. He's making choices. He's making choices to align himself with people who are dead set on harming people of color.
You could tell that press being sympathetic and understanding to Kanye.
That's what he got right there.
Right, so that's your boy. You know what I'm saying? The dude I said earlier, but you know.
Yeah, Biff.
The shit is ridiculous. on the story. First off, Kanye been holding that shit for years because that interview was like 4 years, 3 to 4 years prior.
So what? Yeah, I didn't know the time of it.
Yeah, it's been years. So and Kanye, he's a petty motherfucker.
Petty motherfucker, yo.
He don't let nothing go because when he came back on strong, he came on saying some real if you a rap, I know Kanye is like a legend, but to be like belittling it, Talib rap like saying he ain't got no pretty much skills, like he's not nice.
But let that play because he plays it behind it. Yeah. He let that play. Well, hold on, White. Before you let that play, it's funny that the dudes they're talking to, right? Those are the hip hop.
Right. Dead Prez, Dead
Prez. So Dead Prez, you see how they were trying. Well, the other dude, the bald-headed dude from Dead Prez, was like, "What is Kanye really doing?" Like, I'm not in his defense because if you listen to the whole interview, he's going with everybody else, but he's just like, don't forget, Kanye is being attacked a certain way. But let me tell everybody, he didn't know who Candace. They didn't know who. Some of them at the table didn't even know who Candace Owens was, and that's where, like Talib is saying, it gets dangerous because it's like he's playing with the other side. We gave you life. Well, I don't care what Kanye got to say his political views. I understand that, but you gotta understand where you came from, bro. And these people over here, you know what I mean? Even if they did listen to your music, you came from Talib Kweli and them. You slept in front of their studio doors to get beats to them. Yeah, you a billionaire, but don't forget, like Fat Joe said about Ralph. He wouldn't let Nori talk dirt on Ralph because Fat Joe slept in front of Video Music Box for the video. So don't do that, Kanye. Like, why would you? I don't care. He's saying it.
I just watched your boy. What's the dude you sent me? And we're gonna play the little clip of they shit too. The two dudes that used to be with Joe Budden.
Rory, big shout out to Rory and Maul.
Rory and Maul. All right, so look, Nori, they had called Nori on that joint. He was saying pretty much same thing. Like when he don't ever bring up 50 Cent when he talking to Ja Rule or Irv Gotti for that reason alone. You know what I'm saying? Like those, they both his dudes, and he don't want to be,
Exactly. So go ahead, play. I just want you to play because they don't play it in what's the name?
All right. I'm about to get
it. To when he showed Kanye.
All right, let me see.
Having a real conversation is.
And when he said, just to let you know why you fast forwarding, he had a great.
I'm not a Democrat, but
you from Dead Prez had a great mental health discussion too, yo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That shit was real. Y'all gotta look at it. Big shout out to
the dude.
Yeah, they had a great mental health discussion. But here goes. This is the beginning of rock this Kanye.
Well, I think it's gonna be a little hard.
New Rolls Royce, yes, you made me.
You see how they put that in it?
No, also Kweli be getting up and like come back home. Home where, nigga? You know what I'm saying? When I got a difference of opinion of Trump hat, it's like Kweli, you single-handedly kept baseball caps in business. You with this type of trying to tell me where the
that's so wrong.
All these like
that's so wrong.
He's a billionaire, but fuck him being a billionaire. There need to be more billionaires, and he in thin air, but he not like Dave Chappelle. He not like down with the people. He not that man. You can't tell me what I'm going through in my life and whether I'm with the people and adjustment of how I should be like you. If I be like you, probably I'll be where you at. Now,
that's not cool.
99% of people
that's not cool, right?
But you want to be yay? More people gonna want to be yay. Kweli.
Fucked up.
And you see how they clapping and all that? Like I understand.
Give me no advice.
I mean,
open up a book,
right,
read yourself.
All right, pause that, yo. Pause it.
I'll tell you why they clapping. Because Kanye is a selfish nigga, but he's telling the truth. Kanye West is on a different level from Talib Kweli.
No, we know the truth. We know the truth. We know the truth. That's how they was treating him before he came out. We know the truth.
Right, but he made it though. He came out the motherfucking depths. Talib Kweli is still a dope ass rapper, but that's it. He's not no Kanye. He ain't got the Yeezys and billionaire. Kanye's a billionaire, B.
Yeah, but he's a billionaire, but you still gotta watch out your sellout language, bro.
Dude, you know what? Everybody talk about Jay-Z high and mighty. You gotta look at Kanye the same fucking way.
You do, but you gotta watch your language. You gotta watch.
He's reckless. He was reckless always, yo. That's what kind of made him popping because he was always reckless, yo.
Yeah, he's reckless with the language. That's all I'm saying. And he has the thing about him is this is what the hypocrisy of Kanye West is that if you listen to the music, he says in his music he's not like this. Like in all his music. It's like, let me in, let my brothers in, let me in. Now he's talking like, yeah, you ain't here. It's like, he said he never would be like that.
No, first off, he always was cocky. Yo, you seen this documentary shit. He always was cocky. So this is his turn to take shots now. Like, okay, he waited 4 years, but he's taking his shots now.
Yeah, but here's
and
the deal, man.
And that hat shit was pretty clever.
Yo, hold on, we gonna get to that too, because we gotta go to Nori shit to do the hat shit. Yo, that shit is just bananas. It really is. But I don't know, man. I just think he gotta be easier with his language. This is how I feel, right? And you know, this is probably one of the reasons why me and you are not in the industry like the way these niggas are now.
Right.
If I'm not going to talk about you if I can't call. I can call you. I'm not talking about you. Right. I'm not. Because we can have this conversation he having right now on the phone, bruh. Or come meet me. Like don't do that, yo.
I mean,
because you drinking, like, nah, man.
No, that's not true. Kanye West has always been a high head, and now he's a billionaire. So that and it makes him it heightens the situation because he always been a hot head, even when he was nobody trying to get on. You know what I'm saying? So now he's a fucking billionaire. He can do what he want, nigga.
He can do what he want, but it's the problem of doing what you want. Look at Jay. Dash talk more shit about Jay than Jay talk shit about Dash. And who's the billionaire? You know what I mean? Like, you don't need that language, bro. These dudes are still like going through what they gotta go through. You a billionaire, bro. Like, why you feel like throwing rocks at you?
50 Cent is petty. Yo, just because 50 Cent is getting to the back, he a petty ass.
And we're getting to 50. We're getting to, hold on, don't even let low, because I told you I got a whole new respect for 50's petty. But 50's a different situation. 50 is a total different situation. We're gonna talk about that. Like me and your brother talked about that. Like niggas in the hood, like 50. Like he's not. Kanye's nowhere near like how 50 was.
No, but 50's petty, and Kanye's petty on some same shit. If you petty wise, like Kanye used to go, he'll go. If you say his name, if you're a celebrity, just know Kanye is coming back for you, yo.
Yeah, he is. All right, let's go. Because me and you can be on that shit forever.
You know what I'm saying? That's another thing. People be so, oh, I'm well read. I can't read that well, bro. I can't count that well. That's not my skill set. But tribally, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's a real word. I'm sure it's not quality approved.
Drink Champs is a real word.
I love Quali. I never really liked the way he rapped.
Pause that.
Fuck out of here. You heard what he said? Now, I don't think that's true. That can't be true.
That is true. And really? I'm gonna tell you that's true. Because as nice as Talib Kweli, Mos Def, who's now Yasin Bey, was his when he dropped his album, we felt it more than Talib album.
I mean,
it's kind of like, let me tell you, Talib Kweli and Yasin Bey is kind of like Run DMC. You would look for the Run album, but you probably wouldn't really look for the DMC album. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like who do you
I would say Leaders in the new school, but he's there. Busta Rhymes.
Exactly. Busta Rhymes. He's the Run. Like Mos Def was the Busta Rhymes. Mos Def was the Run.
Yeah.
Mos Def was you know what I mean? Like he was the shiner.
You can't even say the Fugees because you got Wyclef and then
and Mos Def was Lauryn Hill. Lauryn Hill was the shiner in the Fugees. You know what I mean? You can't even go with Wyclef or Prize. It was Lauryn Hill.
No, Wyclef still was that dude though. Wyclef still.
No, but
the shining star, yeah.
Exactly. Talib Kweli and Mos Def. Who album are you waiting on solo? You waiting on Mos Def. Out of Fuji, Who album you waiting on? You know what I mean? No matter how
Lauryn Hill,
talented that
goddammit.
was, you waiting on Lauryn Hill. Busta Rhymes, like you just said. These are the new school. Busta Rhymes. Run DMC,
Right.
you waiting on Run. You know what I mean?
Right.
Shoot, we can say Onyx, you waiting on Sticky Fingers. You know what I mean? Like he's saying that. But he's just reckless, yo. Like
But if he is saying it, he's saying it in a really reckless
he's
way.
really saying it reckless, yo.
I ain't
He's
never liked
really
the nigga
saying it
raps.
reckless.
I don't like what he said. I didn't like his raps. I didn't like the way he rapped.
Yeah, and you made the beat for it. You gave him his
it was a little but he did drop that song. That was his number one. That was his best hit.
Gave him the hit.
You know that, right? That was his
that was his number one hit.
Yeah,
that was his hit.
So that's
But go ahead, yo.
Right.
Gosh, that was crazy.
I was trying to get away from this question.
We want to go to the next. We can never mention Common and Quali in the same breath. Keep it going.
Shit. I sell dope to your mama, and I ain't even vote for Obama.
Sean Price. God bless you, Sean Price. Rest in peace.
Yeah. Sean Price, Talib Kweli, Brooklyn shit, yeah.
They showed that because he's like an Obama supporter at the time.
Kanye West originally produced Get By with rapper Mos Def. But Talib convinced Kanye in studio to let him have the track. And by the way, this is Talib Kweli's biggest song.
Yeah, this is his biggest song.
Just to get by, just to get by, just to get by.
Hey.
So Talib Kweli responded to Ye's comments in a relatively calm and respectful manner.
All right, let's go ahead to
cross the line now.
No, we gotta see this.
And I still don't think I'm still not. I still consider him a good friend, and I still love him. But because he's my good friend, I told him privately. I think you talking about Candace Owens and supporting her, supporting Trump. I don't agree with that, and I think it's dangerous. I think you're putting targets on our backs, and I still believe that.
But then he said one thing that caught my attention because he portrayed Kanye West.
Oh shit! More.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. All right. So hold on. What are you saying?
As if his lyrics are meaningless, while Talib fights for his people, which he probably did with Kanye.
Yeah. All right. We can jump because we're gonna touch on that. We're gonna touch on this in what's the name and what he was getting to was like graduation, finding lyrics from what's the name. But you can set up the next one. What are we setting up behind this? We're gonna set up the Nori.
You want to get the next one going?
Yeah.
We was gonna do your boys and shit, right?
Who's that? Oh no. We gotta do that after Nori, because Nori talks about his interview after that.
So which one you wanted me to get?
Go to Nori. The Nori Chappelle jump off.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Just go straight to that. The Drink Champs.
All right. So
but while you're doing that, I just gotta say that he's absolutely right, man. Like he just doesn't know what he walked into going over to that side. What I feel about Kanye, man, is that Kanye is one of those different dudes that once he get love somewhere, he has to find a way to modify it. And I think he walked over into the Republican side because that was his whole MO, is to be different from day one. And he walked into like the more conservative side because of just being different, because he wanted to, he's getting love from a different side, but he just didn't understand how dangerous their lingo was, man, and what he was bringing back to us, or what he left us with that we fell in love with. And he goes to the conservative side and he's like, yo, they got love too. We know that, bro, but you don't understand. Their lingo is not our lingo, bro. Like, it's just not. And as we got you to be a billionaire, bro, they did too. Don't get it twisted. But we got you to be a billionaire, man. You know what I mean? You following Jay, you following all that, because Jay and them.
A lot of people forget that though, Mo.
Yeah, they do.
I mean that's the part. Even in sports, athletes, and not trying to go off tangent and shit, but once niggas become rich and shit, they forget how they got there.
No. Look at the Holly marriage. Look, no disrespect to race. I'm not one of those dudes, but when sports dudes, Holly goes to another race more than they come back to our race.
Right, they forget.
And then you see all their wives are like foreign cars or white. You know what I mean? Like, it's a whole different It's a whole different ballpark from when they came from us, wanted to be like us, made sure they were like us, made sure that they said we're coming back, and this, that, and the third, and then move on. It's like that doesn't look like us. You know what I mean? But okay, but it is, and I just feel like that's the same way with Kanye. I just feel like he wanted to go somewhere else, you know, at the time, and I think that he really went over there when he started feeling the pressure of two things: when his mind started going, and number two, when he lost his moms. You know,
when he lost his mom.
Yo. Because think about it, all the Taylor Swift getting on stage, Beyonce.
What's the dude that did Kanye documentary that came out not too
long
ago?
What was the name of that? Yeezus or something like that?
Oh, you supposed to know the nigga name that. Anyway, that reminded me why Kanye was so great. Regardless of
that documentary should be up for Oscars. I don't know why. I swear. The Oscar Academy does not know how black people think, bro. Like that should, I see all these nominations on all this other shit. That shit should be up for several nominations. We just let you walk through the mind of Kanye West and you still can't nominate us. Like that's crazy, bro. Like that's crazy. That's why I don't be fucking with the Academy, because that's how they look at us. Like, so, but then you find like some foreign freaking, no disrespect to foreigners, I'm not one of those dudes, but you find something else that's not even American and you just like, oh, I gotta nominate that. Oh, that looks deep. Yeah. You don't know how deep you got in that documentary. Yo, we gotta get them on. I gotta call out and get them on Thoroughbreds, man, because he did such a good job, yo. Like on that. But you got the Nori jump off set up?
Yeah. I'm about to do it right now.
I don't know, man. I just feel some type of way. But we're gonna let's talk more into it with this joint here. Chappelle is stupid. That's all I got to say for this setup. For real, man. Chappelle is dumb, man. But what we gotta do is just watch some. You know what? Let's just watch it, White. What we got to do, man? Let's just watch this, yo.
Shaq, describe to us this.
Well, this is like 12 minutes.
The Shaq.
Oh, you got the snippet of it.
Garage, probably from the 1950s. I didn't change the outside at all, but inside we tricked it out.
Right.
I would drive by here, and I told my wife one day I was going to buy it. She said,
you got the right clip?
Don't you worry about it. What I'm going to do with this.
Which one you want me to play?
The Kanye. We were staying on the Kanye. We was going to get the response on the Kanye jump off.
It's in this. It's
like okay, let it play. Yeah.
What I did was I made this clubhouse. Nothing fancy. Mm-hmm. But man, this is like a home for our culture.
Shout out to Dave Chappelle, the legend,
means
the man
himself.
that
You came here. The last time I saw DMX, we had a great night here. Quality brought him by.
Wow.
We've had parties here with Common, with Rhyme, and freestyle, or a chance to rap.
Hey, White, let this rock. I'll be right back. Let that rock. I know exactly what they're saying.
We make memories. The walls in here splattered with just random night memories. Photographer Matthew Baton, I think, took all these photos with the exception of the block party poster.
Right.
It's me and Most at a comedy club in London.
God damn it.
We had a great time that night. We ended up watching the Super Bowl and then in halftime called Colin Kaepernick because we could.
Because your life is dope and you do dope shit.
Right, and my life is dope and I do dope shit. You know, like this is a strange place, Ohio, but it's a good place. But the memories we made here are legendary. Things have happened in this room, in this town, people wouldn't even believe. Right. And Quality's a regular, Yassine's a regular.
We recorded some of the Black Star album here in this room.
Right here.
So can I say something? Because,
yes, sir.
Because a lot of times people move to Miami and say, I'm never coming home. I'm going to stay here. A lot of times people go to Japan and say, I'm never coming home. I'm staying here. They go to LA. This is probably the first time a person says, I'm staying in Ohio. I'm never coming back. How did you discover this?
You don't know, that needs its own episode. I mean, we do the thing.
Yeah.
This is a home for our culture. And I'm honored you're here, man.
Yeah, but
cheers to Drink Champs.
Let me say something. Cheers to Drink Champs.
Whatever Donnell's complaining about.
That's my friend. That's mine. But let me tell you something, Dave. Our show is about giving people their flowers and giving people their praises now. And I'm gonna just tell you something. I've seen the likes of. I was too young for Richard Pryor, so I came. Eddie Murphy. I remember when people went to go see Eddie Murphy movies and they got dipped. Yeah. Like they was taking pictures for the movie, like they were in the movie. And I've seen these comedians run. And I've always seen people go Hollywood and, leave certain people. The thing that's special about Dave is you always have hip hop with you.
When I did Chappelle show and I wanted to do music, I couldn't get people to come on. I would reach out to artists and they'd be like
who could you remember that you tried to get?
I'm not gonna say any names. Nori, he's a dirty motherfucker for doing that.
I definitely gonna take another shot.
Niggas that you know and love and I know and love said no, but really, in their defense, no one ever heard of this show, anything.
So Donnell, come over here too. Everyone come over here for 1 second because this is a funny part. And this is all funny. We know. Yeah, go over there. We know. Listen. Most
professional. That's the
y'all see.
Hold up,
Donnell
mic for you.
and Dave.
Yeah.
Me and Talib has always been great. I felt like after I had a certain person on my show, we even got tighter, which is not heard of because when certain things like that happen, most people you do.
Hey, yo, pause this real quick. Like,
Did you say it already? I had to go to the bathroom. Shit.
I did too. Pause this real quick, yo. Big shout out to my cousin Prime, yo.
Prime
Real
was
talk.
good, man.
What's good, B? What's good, yo?
Queen's in the building.
Yeah, Queens is definitely in the building. He gave us facts. He gave us that's my guy, Team Ye. He's laughing about that, and he said, "I didn't know prize." What he said? I didn't know prize. I don't know what that means. Stay on, Prime, because I gotta holler at you. Go ahead, White.
Prezi, P. I don't know.
Prize. We was talking about Fuji, so I think he got prize up there. But all right, yo.
Prize was that dude.
I was with
I had
Talib.
Okay.
When that drink champ came out.
Okay, so I had to warn him. Me and EFN called each other, or I called you, or you called me, or whatever. We called each other, and we said we can't let this come out without us telling. Hold on. Stay right there. Without telling Talib first. So I would like to ask y'all, where was y'all at when y'all first heard Kanye say
this was not a TV assassination? First of all, where were you? I'll never forget. I was eating mashed potatoes when it came across the wire. Across the tube. Shots fired. But we were together. We were in Denver.
Yeah, we were in Denver. What happened in Denver? Because y'all getting high.
Look. No. The only reason we're even smoking and drinking and entertaining this tomfoolery is because
That's right. All my fault. That's right.
What do you mean, drink champs? Nigga, I'm standing next to the drink champ. Nobody's fucking with him.
So y'all in Denver, and what happens?
Listen, Nori. Listen. Pop culture is a desert right now. And your show is an anomaly. And that Kanye West interview you did was one of my favorite things that I've seen in all of pop culture in recent history. Sincerely.
It really was a dope interview.
I fuck with Kanye.
The interview was really dope.
I ain't seen him like that in a minute. It was funny. It was engaging. And then this nigga had to go in on Kweli's hat. He went on Kweli's hat.
I forgot about that.
He said something about Kweli making baseball hats popular now. No disrespect, nigga. I laughed.
I would like to big you up, Talib, because honestly, I could tell the first 2 days we spoke, you were hot.
Okay.
I can tell, but you trusted me as a friend.
Uh-huh.
And I was really respect that. Because you knew I said, yo, Talib, I couldn't stop anything. Like once a person starts to go, And a person of that caliber, it's just like, damn, what do? I can't throw a muzzle on them. But you could have took this the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
You could have called.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about, nigga?
No, because
kill that motherfucker. Baseball hat comment. Nobody makes fun of my hats. No one. This nigga was not hot at all. I was with him when he saw the nigga was laughing immediately.
Yeah, he was not. But my first 2 calls, I was nervous.
Okay.
But then the third and fourth and everyone, you kind of like just brushed it off and was just like, but you said something to me that was very, very, probably the most popular, probably the most illest things I've ever heard in my life. You said to me, the thing about Kanye is, even when he disses you, he helps you.
Mm.
And you said the problem with him is he knows that.
I do remember saying that.
I agree with that.
So
I didn't hear this. I heard
a diss.
Because you be letting this thing. I heard an alley-oop. I heard an alley-oop.
One of the footage from the Kanye documentary which you just brought up is you kept saying this guy is going to be the guy.
Yeah, I did.
Like
very confidently too.
Yeah.
Where you go? More you bounce?
No, I'm here.
Damn, you sound like you choking on something, nigga. To my...
Give it rolling, nigga. Give it rolling.
Nah, because they about to change the subject, so we could, you know.
Yeah. So we're gonna jump hard. I'm coming back in. Right.
Yeah, that was pretty much it, yo. Like he said, even Dave Chappelle was saying that your man wasn't mad. He was laughing at the whole shit, you know, like Talib was laughing. And
exactly,
he didn't really take it personal, yo. I mean, well, how can you? He gave you your #1 hit.
Still, White, you ain't gonna diss me. I don't care, man. You don't give me money and slap me in the face.
That can't
bro.
be true. That can't be true because he gave him his #1 hit. It was a #1 hit. You know what I'm saying? So,
still, White, are you gonna let your boss smack you in the face, or somebody letting you money smack you in the face? You ain't gonna let that happen. You can't diss.
Yeah, but niggas is a lot older, yo, 45 and plus, yo. So like, niggas ain't got time to be addressing some shit that happened like a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's pointless.
No, it is.
And he might be trying to get back in Kanye's good grace. You know what I'm saying? Kanye's a billionaire. Why wouldn't you? You know
he don't have to. We don't have to.
Well, he got money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, Tyrese.
He did the noble thing. Why bring another black brother down in this day and age, yo? Like, you know.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. Like, it steps out of the billionaire thing when you dissing me. Like, it does. You know what? I'll go home to my wife, kids. Check this out. I don't give a fuck. And I don't know if everybody thinks different. But there's no $1 billion in the world that I would give up $1 billion for my family to be functioning. You know what I mean? That's just me. To have my wife and have my kids and not all the drama that this dude got to go through in his whole life in front of the world. If he said, yo, I'm going to give you, they told Kanye, yo, I'm going to give you $1 billion. Go ahead and get Kim back in the building. You get your kids. Y'all all just, you grow up with your kids. You know what I mean? Like you that money ain't going to mean nothing the way you want your personal family life. So Talib Kweli probably got his life together. Like nah, man, it ain't working.
No, here's the thing, Mo. I mean, everybody. I don't give a fuck if you rich or not. The only thing, the difference between rich people and people without money is rich people forget how it is to deal with shit because they rich. They think money could buy everything. I'm telling you the truth. So they think they okay, but they be mentally more fucked up because they rich. Now, we are struggling on a day-to-day basis if you ain't got the money. So when a regular situation come into play, you know how to handle it. You know what I'm saying? But when rich people get regular problems, it be fucking them up because they don't know what to do. Them niggas is rich. They think money could buy everything. They forget. You know what I'm saying?
They totally forget. And Kanye is one of them.
Right. Kanye is definitely one of them, yo.
I'm not trying to praise Jay-Z. But you take the mind of Jay-Z and you take the mind of Kanye West, right? Jay-Z had money before he started rapping.
Right.
All right? He got mature. He got in a situation with Beyonce. He saw his situation from probably not only his father, but people who influenced him before, their personal situations. You know what I mean? Because you don't understand, you do understand. But the whole understanding is we have friends that are millionaires. You know what I mean? But you don't want their journey to be a millionaire. That's just hard, bro.
I mean, that's hard to say because everybody, even if you're not a billionaire or rich, you still had a ridiculous journey. You know what I'm saying?
You do. You
Like,
have
so-
a ridiculous.
so-
Yeah, anything,
yeah.
anything can happen. That's what I'm saying. The journey is worth more than the bread. Like, I'll don't get it twisted. I'll take $1 billion all day. You know what I mean? But if someone said to you, "Hey, yo, I'm gonna dysfunction you and Jacob when I give you this $1 billion, but you guys got to split up. Like, Jacob's not gonna talk to you for like a couple of years."
Yeah.
You be like, what? Like, no, that's how it goes. 'Cause, you know, money messes up family shit. So that's gonna be one.
It does.
You gonna be like, get the fuck out my face. You know what I mean? Like, I can't be with my son. Nah. You gonna give him bread though? He gonna be rich. Like the only, like the thing with 50, the biggest thing with 50, it breaks my heart. The shit he going through with his son. Like that shit. Out of all the shit with 50, as much money, as much as he provides, as much as he's became successful, all the shit he's been through, yo, bro, to not have the relationship with his son, with me having a son, that's older now, yo, bro, that shit. I look at my son
though.
That shit, even though my son gets on my nerves right now. To today, my oldest.
No,
kid
he 50 started fucking with the oldest. I don't know if I'm right or not. His oldest son, but his oldest son been fucking up, so he running with his young man now.
No, and don't get it twisted. I don't know what the dynamic is. I just feel bad about that dynamic. Older son, young. That older son dynamic, you know, is worth more than all the money he got. That shit to have your son closer to you is priceless.
Yeah, but when you talk, that don't make sense to me because you could be broke and have a fucked up relationship with your kids.
No,
So
you
that
can. You can. You can. But here's the deal. Then I'm going back to what you were saying earlier. But money's supposed to enhance shit.
Not really.
Money's just supposed to be there to enhance shit. Like, check this out. If I fall out with my oldest son, you know what I mean? And I got the money, bottom line is this. I'm spending bread on me and him to chill on an island by ourselves till we figure this shit out. Me and you, just go. We don't got the money to do that. You know what I mean? We don't
you're
got the
right,
money
but
to do that.
I mean, who's doing that though? Like a lot. If money's involved, a kid. First off, if a kid ain't feeling his parents, he ain't feeling the parent, yo.
No,
like,
he's not.
Ain't got nothing to do with money or nothing. That's just the way it is. Like shit happens.
But money does enhance. Like our people and you know that our people in from where we come from couldn't afford therapy, family therapy. We couldn't afford shit like that to help fix shit. Money's supposed to enhance that shit. Like we can't afford all that shit. But we seeing people who's having these, and it's not only 50. Let me not just point out 50. It's not only celebrities. It's just like you said. It's the money situation. Like if the money dropped on us now, we've been through so much with our families that we would try to figure out. Now you're right. You don't know how the kid thinks. I don't know how 50's son thinks. You know what I mean?
Right. He's a grown man.
I don't know where his brain at. But all I'm saying is that more than what 50 gave us for his career, I'd rather him have that relationship with his son more than anything, bro. Like real talk. Like I would like to see that. But everything else, like I see what it is for real. But yo, we're gonna get into 50 in a second. Let's go ahead to that. Just jump to the because Most Def.
I thought you
Most Def. The one thing Most Def did, Yasin Bey. Only thing he broke down is how different Kanye was, and me and you know that because we saw the documentary that and Nori kept trying to make a point that took a long time. You saw that part?
Yeah.
It took a while. He kept asking him,
why did you feel like that? And I'm just like, and Most Def was just kind of, he kept saying, what he kept saying? He kept saying like, cause he's dope. You know what I mean? Like the dude is dope until he had to break down one of the incidents that he went to a theater.
You know what I love about Nori? Like the nigga Most definitely using mad big words and shit.
Oh, I
and
love that
Nori
part.
he was like, Nori kept agreeing, and I swear to God, I was like, this nigga don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Noriega didn't know what Most Def was saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he brought it up. He was like, you know what?
You have to
using these words.
referendum.
He's like, I don't know what it means and shit. And I was like, that's so real because you know Nori didn't know what he meant. Like, and I'm like, this nigga is saying yes, okay. He don't know what he's talking about.
Nah,
and he
used
brought
the word
it up,
referendum, and he was like, I don't know what those words are. But
right. No, but prior to that, it was like 7 different words, and then he came up to that, and no, he still didn't know, but he was like, "Oh, yep." Then he brought it up. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you saying. Like it was like crazy. I was like, yo, that's kind of real
that's
because
so Nori, yo. So
that was ill. That was ill. Yo. I was like, yeah, talk that shit because we know you don't know what he talking about. But it's weird. I was talking to somebody the other day, like how back in the day, you got like niggas like Sean, he's ahead of his country. Well, I don't know what he is.
Right.
But you got look at Most Def. What's his name? Most Def name? What's his name now?
Most Def.
What's his name now?
Oh,
Nigga?
Yasin Bey.
Yasin, So like shit's changed a lot, you know what I'm saying? Like these older dudes ain't the same from when they was younger,
No, man. Yasin got stuck in Africa. That was the whole conversation with him. He got stuck in Africa.
Right.
Had a passport issue.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't think he was coming back, Nobody thought he was coming back,
Yeah.
For him to do it, you know what I'm saying? But he's different now too. Like he always been a deep brother, but now he's like he always been private. You like they were saying on Drink Champs. I never see him in any interview.
Nope. The last interview I saw him in was on CNN with the CNN anchor who loves hip hop. I saw him in an interview because he was showcasing his art jump off. Yep.
Never seen your boy in interviews like you know what I'm saying? Like the dude, he always been I think Most Def has always been ill in music and acting, you know what I'm saying? He was always I like his movies too,
Yeah. But I think he really fell out with America after he couldn't get back home.
Right. America ain't shit. Yo, I know why people be trying to hold America up to high standards and shit. Like even with the basketball chick that stuck out there in Russia and shit,
Mm-hmm.
I remember I heard Dennis Rodman and them was supposed to be going out there. I ain't hear too much about it. I don't want to get on that no. We'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, that was another one I should have put up because Fredro joint went viral.
What about Woody? What did he say?
He said, "Yo, what they doing to her is foul. We do shows out there every year, like 2 or 3 shows.
Why this war went down? They doing shows? Anybody doing shows out there now?
He said we've been doing shows there for years. We go out there, we're smoking. They have a whole cannabis situation going on out there, and they holding up. They're holding up for some little small THC shit. He was like, "Yo, I ain't going back." He's like, "That's not cool."
More shit changed since that war went down, though. More ain't the
That's
same.
exactly what it was. It was the Ukraine thing.
Yeah, yo, come on, you can't. Shit is different now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And she's trying to get out of Dodge with her little, leave everything, nigga. What the fuck is you doing, man? Like, you was good. She probably been smoking in front of the cops for years. Who knows?
Who knows?
You know what I'm saying? But when that war went down, get the fuck out of Dodge and don't bring nothing, yo.
It literally happened when Biden and everybody joined in to help Ukraine. And that's when it went down. They was like, you move to the side. Americans. It probably wasn't only her. She's probably the only one that's getting the visuals on it.
Yeah, it was more probably. Yeah, you're right, but you goddamn right. Get the fuck out of Dodge, yo. I don't know about too much about the situation, but fuck it, you know what I'm saying? Get out of Dodge and I would have left in my drawers if I could, nigga. I wouldn't have had on no clothes, nothing. I'm going to the airport in my undies, like, yo, here we go. Like,
Yo, she was making so much bread out there. I guess she was just like, it was good.
I get it. Now it's a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? It's like they keep posting up niggas. I don't want to talk about it. We're going, but what else?
Yeah, we'll do that on the next show. We'll talk about it on the next show.
Yeah, we was about to talk. What was the other joint?
We was going to Rory and Moore.
Rory and Moore. All right, and then we're gonna talk Mike Tyson too. Mike Tyson.
Let's
talk about the Mike Tyson joint, yo. Let's talk the Tyson joint. We spend a lot of time on the Kanye shit.
Well, you don't want to let them hear how Nori felt in the interview?
Nah, not really. I mean, it was pretty much the same shit that we've been showing.
All right, because they asked him. All right, yeah, because they asked him some good questions, and
he couldn't really answer nothing though. He was just like,
he didn't, and that's what I wanted to get to. He hesitated on what the answer was, but he ended up saying that it pretty much was Chappelle team.
Right. I mean, of course, really we all knew that though. Like, I mean, he said it at the very beginning
of editing.
That's the only part I want people to hear. It was over 2 hours of editing, and then they dropped it down to 45 minutes, and then they took it off, and then somebody put it back up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with that whole shit, you got 45 minutes of Drink Champs that it's not really Drink Champs because
it's not.
Like, if you watch Drink Champs, you had to stop watching it because it's like 3 hours long, and they talking about everything. This time they didn't. They was editing shit like at the middle of niggas' conversations.
Yep.
So that was the only thing. Like they didn't get niggas be talking and then it'll get cut off, and you're like, what the fuck? He was about to say something. You know?
Yeah.
But
all right. So what I want to do is before you hit the mic, I'm gonna go real quick and touch on I want to touch on the Diddy thing. So
what about Diddy? Yeah.
So Diddy had this conversation with a couple of weeks ago with Timbaland on Instagram, and he said R&B is dead. There's no real R&B out. No, R&B is totally dead. What happened to the R&B that gets you in the mood with your lady or have you crying over your lady? He wants to get back to that, this, that, and the third. He was going in on R&B. He did say people like Drake and he gave some other names that held up R&B. And Timbaland was trying to say, yo, there's some people out there, we don't see everybody. He said, I got a couple of people online who's not large, but it's out there. And I had a problem with that, right? What do you think, yo? Do you think R&B is dead?
I mean, it kind of is. I don't. From the old school R&B shit, like from what we grew up on, even from fucking Jackson 5s to what's the niggas' names that did Telephone and all, Bobby Brown and the niggas, like any R&B, Keith Sweat, Jodeci, you don't hear nothing like that no more.
That's what he's saying.
You don't like. It's not. It's pretty much a new. It's like hip hop, and because you rapping in between it, yo. There's no way. It's totally different now. It's not that shit. There's no Quiet Storm music, I should say, nigga. Hey, Quiet Storm. Whoever got a Quiet Storm spot, they probably ain't got it no more, nigga.
See, I kind of disagree.
And if they play old school shit, who's doing Quiet Storm type music nowadays?
I believe. Here's the thing. I accept like people like her. I accept her. Me and Janaea, as much as R&B we listen to her. And when her album dropped in 2021, we couldn't stop playing that R&B album.
Right.
Did it have rappers on it? Yes. But it always had rappers. They're out there.
No, it wasn't like that back in the day, man.
Black, 6 Lax, Black. Like, Black is dope, bruh. Like, it's so many R&B artists that can get you in that mindset. But here's my point, White. You're old, Diddy. Like, you're old. I'm old. You're old. I'm like, yo, Diddy, what do you think because he kept bringing up like that Mary J. Blige. Yo, I swear to God, I was similar. I was like, yo, do you know that the old school people did not like Mary J. Blige? They did not like her. In the beginning, they know she had to fight for their praise. They did not like her.
Well, you know, because Mary J. Blige was she kind of got built on the hip hop community into the R&B shit.
And he kept bringing her and Jodeci up, and I'm like,
no. I wouldn't even put Mary J. Blige and Jodeci in it. Like I said Jodeci name, but they came in through the hip hop market to me.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. Like they're the same market as these kids now. And here's my point. Diddy, you created that market.
He made that market.
Hands down created that market.
He made that market. Yo, you're right.
Like you hands down, and now you mad? Like nigga, you Dr. Frankenstein, and now you mad at Frankenstein? Like you created that market all of a sudden.
Well, you know what? You know what we looked at? You know what we looked at Lauryn Hill so ill because she could really blow singing and rap. And when Drake came out, we was like, damn, he's on another level because he ain't like fucking Johnny Gill, but he's still hitting notes. He could sing and rap. So it's different. And now everybody's been doing that shit. And it's I don't know if it's just, I don't know if you can call it hip hop or R&B. I don't know what it's called, but it's different. And it's not just the old school R&B shit. You know?
No, it's not. I mean, you still had your Ushers and your Chris Browns and your Tanks and your Tyrese. You still had those coming through, but what are you looking for, Puffy? Like you looking for Puffy's literally looking for something that's older than us.
Some Anita Bell type shit, like some old school.
Anita Baker, you talking about?
Anita Baker, yeah. See, I'm fucked up. Anita Bell. Who the fuck is Anita Bell? That's why somebody.
That must be.
That's why somebody. That's why somebody working in Targets right now.
Somebody gave you a mixtape when you was a kid. They gave you a cassette. Yo, I'm Anita Bell. Play this when you get home, baby.
Word, yo. Nah, you're right, though.
No, but real talk. I listened to that interview and I swear I'd have been like, yo, Puff, man, come on, bro. You created it, bro. Like you created. You looking for a Marvin Gaye and all that, and you stopped that chain. Like you literally stopped that chain. Because when you brought out Jodeci and them they were a quartet coming out of South Carolina. You put the hip hop clothes on them and put the remixes on them, bro. They wouldn't have been nothing.
But you know how music is progress. Hip hop like is the number one genre of music nowadays. R&B is like a different. It's not R&B no more. It's not straight soulful. It's gotta have a little hip hop in it. Anything, country, fucking anything.
Yeah, everything got
everything got hip hop in it. It's kind of like like any kind of sport or any type of shit that's progressing is gonna be something like that Michael Jordan did, or like what I'm saying. Like it's pieces that's being pulled over hip hop now. And we like the youngest shit, but. Yeah,
and I think Puffy's not seeing that. I think Diddy's not seeing this, man, because it's like he's talking about his love label that's coming out. Dude, we had a Jennifer Hudson. Did you miss that? We had a Fantasia. He's looking for people to like, ooh,
yeah. It's never going back to that. It's not going back to that. I mean, you can do it. You can do it.
Check this out, though, White. We are in the internet years. It's out there, Puffy. Go find it. We don't have to keep bringing demos to your office. Go find it. There's a whole genre of people who.
But you know what's so crazy more? All right. Can we say Adele is like
Adele?
Right?
You know what I mean? Like, there's people out there who's doing the woo, bro. Like they're out there, and he's like, "There's nothing out here anymore." It's not dead, bro. It's just expanded. That's like people who were saying hip hop was dead because other people was touching it. Like, no, bro, it's still out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's still out there. Why don't you go?
Bars, they saying the bars are dead. The bars keep trying to come back, but the bars ain't there yet. It still ain't.
The bars are there. We just don't invest into it. We don't invest into it. Like Diddy, go do a whole album for Jennifer Hudson. Go do a whole album for her. She will sing she will kill an R&B album. Stop.
Do you want to hear that though?
Huh?
Do you want to hear a whole R&B album?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, of course, you like. I get you, nigga. We old, nigga. I'm talking about the younger head.
check this out, yo. He even brought up Jasmine Sullivan. Her last album was crazy.
But he got a
last
lot of
album-
hip hop inspired shit on her shit always.
Yeah, but what I've learned in that interview, he was looking for the sang, and she sang through this album.
But that don't mean nothing if you can hit something. He want all singing and no. It's weird because he started this shit. Like you're saying, it's kind of weird. Like,
yeah, he's a big part of starting this shit. But no, she didn't want to. Listen to Jasmine.
Mary J. Blige and Mary J. Blige and Real Low, boom, boom, the beat and shit.
He used literally a hip hop beat. And he
the fuck
right. He kept
on. When Real Life came out, none of the old heads was fucking with it, like you said.
No.
It was all the young heads because it was that hip hop beat and shit. We was all like, yeah. And then Mary J started doing other shit. You know what I'm saying?
No, and then when people started hearing, you know, I'm not trying to diss. I know we're gonna get dissed for this, but when they started hearing Mary J. Blige when she was not doing well in the beginning, they were like, "Oh, and she can't sing live." You remember that when she was drunk? Yeah, when she was drunk, she could not sing live.
I mean, she was fucking. She had to go to the coaching and all that, yo.
But you can't put her with like you couldn't put her with like freaking
Anita Bell.
You put her with Patti LaBelle and all that shit.
Patti LaBelle. I'm putting Anita Baker and Patti LaBelle together. That's what I was doing.
Oh, that's
I merged them. I merged them and shit.
Damn, you didn't even use the law. You didn't even use the law on it, nigga. You went straight to the bell.
Patti LaBelle, right? Shit, that's what I'm saying. Like shit like
He
that.
said Anita LaBelle.
Yeah.
But yeah, but hopefully he gets that right, Diddy, man. Get this shit right, man. I don't know about that, man. But anyway, let's jump over to you want to jump over to the mic shit?
I'm gonna just show the clip real quick. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Because we've been watching the Mike Tyson
Yeah,
joint.
show the trailer. You got it.
Oh shit, can you hear it? What the hell?
It's not even on mine.
I know. Hold on, I got it.
I'm doing the most deaf over here. I don't want to look too hood. Eating.
Go ahead, here it is.
Who am I? People just see an animal. They call me a savage. I'm the most vicious, ruthless champion that's ever been. No one can match me. My style's impetuous. I'm ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat your children. Praise be to Allah. Is that who I am?
Whether I'm right.
I gave you life. Now you heading down the path of a doomed child.
Or whether I'm wrong.
It's coming, Mike. It's coming.
Whether I find a place in this world.
That filthy place. It made me become what I needed to become.
Or never be wrong.
You Muhammad Ali now?
I'm going to be the youngest heavyweight champion in the world.
I want to live.
You got to be the meanest fighter God ever created.
Not merely survive.
Don't you want to change your life?
And I won't give up.
Your superiority will be undeniable. They'll love you as much as they fear you.
You better keep on with it. The second you lose, they throwing your ass out.
This is all about immortality. About your name being known till the end of time.
You're so desperate for someone to love you.
The minute you get too big, they gotta cut you down. But don't be that monster. Be our king. If I wasn't the champ, who would still love me? So, who am I?
Yeah.
It made me become what I need.
Yeah. So all right. So talk about it more. How you feel about it?
Oh man, I loved it.
I loved it, bro. I loved every minute of it. I loved every minute of it, man. Yeah, I just come to follow. Yo, what's up? What's up, Slug?
Slug was goody. Yo, I loved it too more, but what I was saying, like, I don't know if anybody feel the same way I feel. Like, the Mike Tyson joint, like, it's kind of like I was telling more earlier. It's kind of like we all know Biggie Small and Tupac's story. We done seen 1,000 documentaries on it and 1,000, like 2-3 movies. So it's kind of like Mike Tyson, like the Jaleel White shit back in the day. It wasn't in deep. It didn't go into, but it pretty much told the same shit that this shit is going on now.
Right.
As corny as that movie was, have you ever seen that movie?
I remember it, but I don't. I mean, I know it came out, but I don't remember.
I'm so much of a Mike Tyson fan. Of course, I remember that shit. It was dope to me, though. They just didn't get into too much about his moms and the birds and all that. Him knocking his first fight, which we didn't know till he did the stand up shit. But go ahead, when North Vegas, wherever he was. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No. I thought it was put together pretty well. I thought that I felt like whatever he went through from 14 and up got nothing to do with what he went through from 1 to 13, bro. Like his life was the worst between 1 and 13, but we saw it from 14 and up, from the Olympics and up, and he had more of a life with Customato. Right. So all this stuff he went through, going to jail and all that, I take that all day than what he went through from birth to 13.
Right, bro. But we knew that though, because he said it in so many. It's just different seeing it now. But he always said, "Yo, I was in Spar." If you from New York and you know what Sparford is,
hell yeah, I know what Sparford.
Knock on wood, I ain't never been to Sparford, but everybody I know damn near was.
God bless all the kids in Sparford too.
Everybody I knew damn near went to Sparford and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he was one of them niggas that said he always used to go to Sparford, get into fights. So he's been in out of that shit. Now the ill part was showing that he used to get fucked up. He's a little fat kid that used to get fucked up back in the day.
Yeah.
And New York we don't have no limits. Niggas in New York, until Mike Tyson knew he was about that, he was getting fucked up,
No, and this is what I spoke to your brother about real quick. I was like, what I liked about it is showing when somebody snapped. Like we grew up with all our killer friends and all that, but we never know, like, we know when they snap. We know when they snap, but we never really paid attention to it. We always thought they were crazy anyway. You know what I mean?
Right,
but that one thing that made them snap, and when he told that I hate spoilers alerts for real for anybody.
Whoa! If you haven't seen it now, it's already old.
It's on Hulu. Go ahead and see it.
I'm waiting for the new shit. The new shit when it come out on Thursday.
I think so, bro. I have a Friday.
It's either Thursday or Wednesday. I think it's Thursday, yo. But yeah,
okay. That bird shit made him snap, yo.
But no, that's not all, because he spoke about that.
Yeah, he did a whole show in Vegas on it. Yeah,
that's how he. Yeah,
from the show in Vegas. Yeah,
that's what this is like. It's like a documentary movie from the show.
Now he's not liking this.
He don't like it.
Oh man,
I thought he was behind this.
It brings up too many demons. He said he can't watch it. He doesn't like it. He think that he's Mike Tyson. He can get to not like whatever he don't like, but he's not really like feeling it for real, yo. That's the last couple of interviews I saw. He was just like he's reporting that it just
really
I don't know what his word is now, but that was like a week or maybe 2 weeks ago.
Nigga, that's not that long ago. You act like he's gonna change from a week.
But here's the deal: it's written from the show he did with Spike Lee out in Vegas. It's pretty much written from that.
That's all it is, though, Mo. That's what I'm trying to tell you, yo. That's all it is. If you watch the shit and they doing a whole narrating shit from the Vegas shit, it starts off him in Vegas, so.
They're adding stuff and they're adding stuff like you said. His story's been told so long, people can lie because they can it's an easy research.
Right,
it's like one of the easiest research.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I don't get why he not feeling it, but it is what it is. You know what I mean? I guess I can't say it because that's his demons. He's probably looking at that like.
Here's the thing, though. I know Mike Tyson's story about him wilding out and knocking niggas. He was like, I told you, I don't know. I told a lot of people I cried when he got knocked out by Buster Douglas.
Oh, word?
Yeah, it was me, my mom. I remember me, Tremaine, Derek, my mom, and my dad, me and G. We was all sitting there and watching because we got every Tyson fight on pay-per-view. We probably was like only one of the back in the days, a lot of niggas didn't have it, you know, but we had it. So we was sitting in the room watching this shit. Wow. And you know, I was like, yo, he's Tyson, he killed him, yo. It's no way. Buster, I didn't even know who Buster Douglas was. So when that shit went down, nigga, I cried. I was like, man, I can't believe it. You know, but it was crazy because like Mike Tyson.
I don't think so, Slug. I don't think the Vegas show was on video, but I think it was just a live situation.
Nah, I don't think it's on video.
You said you cried? You cried? It hurt your feelings? It hurt your feelings? Why?
Yeah, because he was like my Superman, nigga. He was like Tyson was like Superman to me, you know, like a black nigga from the hood just giving them niggas the business, and he was just like Tyson, nigga. You know,
yo,
like,
you saw the show. He was winning for 6 years straight.
Yeah.
Who wins for 6 years?
Right.
6
I never thought he was gonna lose, especially he got exposed at that fight. You know what I'm saying? Like they found out he had a chin. Everybody was too scared to test him. Like
he blocked that chin. He always had his two gloves near that chin.
I would say I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anybody, I would say 60% of Mike Tyson was mental because a lot of people was maybe even 70. A lot of people was scared to even challenge him.
I think you're absolutely right on that, bro.
Yeah, because Mike Tyson boxing skills was but he started getting sloppy because everybody was scared of him.
Yeah,
it took a nigga moms to die for to really say I ain't got nothing to. I'm busting Douglas. Moms died, so he's like I don't care about nothing.
Exactly, and it was reverse. It was reversed for Tyson because he loosened up when Customato died. It loosened him up. You know what I mean? So you got a nigga coming in like, my mom's just died. I'm killing the world, to where Mike Tyson's walking in like, Customato, I lost the world.
This
you know what I mean?
I heard this a couple times. I think even I heard this on Dream Tips somewhere too. Mad different times. That night before he went out with Buster Douglas, I heard he was chilling with Bobby Brown. From New Edition, Bobby Brown.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, so imagine Mike Tyson and Bobby Brown out there. What was it, in China?
Yeah.
In China.
Yeah. No, I could totally see that, bro.
Fuck out of here, man. It's not happening, yo. The nigga was nowhere near functionable. And then after his loss, it fucked with his confidence. He never got back to where he was, yo. Like,
yeah. No. Yeah, he what you say, Slug? He won when he entered the ring. That's what it was. That's how the opponents felt. They felt like he won as soon as he got in the ring. And that intimidation there. But you're absolutely right, White. It was one dude. It took one dude that just came in like, fuck a Mike Tyson. I just lost the closest person to me, whether it's your mom's or whatever, and was just like, I got nothing to lose. What, you gonna knock me out? So what? I got my check and I'm going home.
And then it was stories. I want to hear the stories. I want like the behind the scenes. Like it was a story that Fat Joe was on. I think he was on a Funk Flex show, and he told a Mike Tyson story when Mike Tyson. It was Fat Joe and Big Pun trying to get into the tunnel. If anybody know New York, they know the tunnel.
Yeah, no.
And they said Big Pun, you know, he was mad fat. He had on Timbs. He didn't want to take off his Timbs. They was like, yo, take your Timbs off. And Pun was like, I'm not doing that. And then he started beefing with the bouncers, and they was like, this is what Fat Joe was saying. He started beefing with the bouncers, and then Big Pun was like, I'm not taking off my shoes. And then him and Fat Joe was like, fuck it, let's fight. They was going to fight. And then Mike Tyson walks in like, yo, what's up? What's up, Joe? What's up, Pun? You know what I'm saying?
What? This nigga's trying to do the work.
I'm trying to switch up a little. And then from there, you know what I'm saying, your man Tyson started arguing with the bouncer. What these niggas doing? He said, what they doing and shit? And it was some big, you know, the tunnel.
I knew some of the bouncers at the tunnel.
What they call them niggas, the Ninja Turtles? He said the niggas, the bouncers at the tunnel was like tall and brolic. They was just big niggas.
Yeah, it was huge, yo. I remember that.
So he said that he was like, what's up? And then Joe was like, yeah, yo, they trying to bring it. Then to cut the long story short, Tyson was chasing this big nigga around a car trying to fuck him. Niggas was so scared of Tyson. I don't give a fuck how big or strong you were. He said Tyson was chasing this nigga from the tunnel outside.
That's hilarious, yo.
Yo, you gotta watch that. I love
hilarious.
shit like that. I love hearing shit like that, yo.
That's
That's like,
hilarious.
damn, yo. That's crazy. Yo.
I don't got a Mike Tyson story. You know, out of all the people I hung out with in Manhattan and chill, I don't have a Mike Tyson story. Yo, the closest thing I got to a Mike Tyson story was at the tunnel. He just came in real quick and he left. That was the closest thing I got to.
And then another thing too, like fuck all that. How you get that much? I know you're a boxer, but in New York, even back in the days, you would get shot or stabbed. Nobody wanted to fuck with Mike Tyson because he was like the hood Superman.
He was the hood.
He could walk around anywhere with his jewelry on, anything in the Bronx, in Brooklyn, in Harlem, everywhere.
Yep.
You know, so it was crazy, yo. Like I mean, that's you can't do that now and shit.
I can't wait for the Mitch Green story, yo. That started off.
I hope you talk about it.
That started off Steve Harvey's career. You know, that started off Steve Harvey's career.
Steve Harvey said that nigga was in the. What was it? He said that nigga was in the video with his
His eye was giving the interview.
Yo, but
like,
did you?
Hold on, I can tell you the story. He was like,
yo, but I don't know. I don't know how I seen it, but I seen the Vegas shit though. I watched the Vegas shit.
What Vegas shit?
Mike Tyson documentary. Vegas.
Oh, okay. So you know what? It probably. I think it came on HBO. Ayo,
No,
Ayo,
I think
it came on like a HBO. It didn't come on Netflix or nothing like that. I think it came on like Showtime or HBO.
It came on somewhere because I watched it. Y'all watched the whole shit, yo.
Yeah. It's probably online. Online. Yeah, but before we get up on Mike Tyson jump off, yo, but pause. You remember that thing that went viral with him and Bootsy Badass?
I just said it just pulled up like when he said, "Are you gay?" When he was asking somebody,
yeah.
Did
you see the Drink Champs behind that?
Nah, what was it? What they
the
were
Drink
talking
Champs with Mike Tyson?
I did see it. Yeah.
And he told a story behind that with Bootsy Badass.
Yeah,
that's such the coolest story. So it goes viral, and Bootsy's looking scared as shit. And so Mike Tyson told Nori and them was like, you know, that wasn't me intimidating him. Everybody's like, what? He's like, nah, that wasn't me. He said, my daughter is a transgender.
Yes. Right.
And he was like, and she was there in the studio with me looking at Bootsy.
Mother, wash that nigga up.
And he was like, and she has a way more temper than me. She's like, in fact, she told me not to have that interview till I fly from Jersey to California.
But here's the thing, more. I think all that shit is true, but he's still laying him out. I can't even confront this nigga daughter because it's Mike Tyson. So transgender or not, if I say something wrong, he probably even thinking about Mike Tyson daughter fighting. He like, I'm gonna get fucked up. Period. I'm coming on the Mike Tyson show.
No, and Mike Tyson said, I mean, Mike Tyson know that, but at the same time, Mike Tyson was just like, I was having a regular conversation. He was like, I really wasn't being intimidating, and he just felt it wasn't all him. And he didn't, you know, he just said, and basically saying that Bootsy just wanted to give respect with his daughter being there, that he wasn't going to get reckless. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you're absolutely right. I can't get reckless with your daughter and you in the room.
That's a big
you know
fact,
what I mean?
Man. And Mike Tyson was like, of course, his daughter can handle it herself, but come on, it's still Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta relax. So, like, yeah, it's not happening, yo. And yeah, so what else we gonna talk about there?
All right, yo, I'll pull up the 50 of the last 50 at Breakfast Club, then we done after that.
The 50 Cent joint?
Yeah, man.
Talk about it real quick while I'm searching
Yo,
for it.
so I saw this a couple of weeks ago with 50, and it all ties in with like the Supreme situation and all that other stuff, man. And the illest part that he said, and you might see the clip. I don't know if you can bump into the clip, but the illest part that 50 said was that Supreme went too far with the Murder Inc. thing in him. He said that, and I'm gonna let you pull it up, and he can say it verbatim. I'm kind of paraphrasing it, but he basically was saying like, "Yo, like you from my neighborhood, what are we really doing here?" You know what I mean? And and he said he went and talked to Fat Cat and all of them who was in jail. He went and visited them and talked to them, and they all were just like, I don't know what.
I don't know what part because it's pulling up the whole shit, yo.
It's pulling up the whole part. There's nothing that says about Supreme and 50, right? Breakfast Club. That's a great part, yo. For real. And it kind of examines the whole situation. Because I always want, you know me, I'm always trying to fucking. I like I said, I lived in Southside, but I did not know 50. You know what I mean? Like I knew.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I probably saw him 100 times from down at the studio building on Jamaica Ave or through a couple of friends, but I never knew him like that. I know Cheeks and everybody else and Fredro and them all knew him, but I didn't know him like that. But I knew about his situation, and I knew Black Just and Bimmy. So it's just weird that how he told the story on Preem, yo. Real talk. But 50's a character, bro. Like he's a whole different type of character. I was just saying the other day, like he's a whole different type of character, yo.
Hold on, this might be it right here. Yeah, this might be. Hold on, let me check something. Somebody did it. Nah, that's not it, man. God damn.
Let me see. I should be able to do it myself too.
God damn, yo. I keep pulling it. Oh, it's somebody talking about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think that's the one I saw too.
I could play that real quick if you want.
Yeah. Go ahead and play that.
All right, hold on. All right. So, shout the dude. Who's the dude that's doing this shit? I can't even see the nigga name. Yeah. I'm about to put it up though anyway. So, what you talking about, Mo?
It's probably right there in the corner. You keep missing the name in the corner, man.
I can't
Your
see
names
shit.
are always
Man.
going.
About to do it real quick. All right, Mo. So this is what you're talking about, the 50 Cent and Preem joint, right?
Yeah.
Your man talking about it, so I'm gonna play it real quick.
Talk about it. 50 Cent did an interview talking about Supreme McGriff.
Yeah, let that rock. That's it.
Pretty much he was asked about what caused more drama in the hood, his song How to Rob or his song Ghetto Quran, and it sent them on a tangent talking about Supreme McGriff and how he got Supreme's arm broke in the pen, allegedly, you know. And 50 had a whole lot to say. So let's check out this clip first.
Yeah, I want you to watch this whole clip, right?
How to rob it, really.
Okay.
You know, it's ill, the Quran. Look, and they just, the documentary thing came out. And I don't care nothing about that because I know Nas, the connection to that is there was God body.
Okay, let's pause real quick. The reason that 50 Cent is mentioning Nas right here is because 50 has a history of stepping on anybody that stands next to Supreme. And Nas executive produced and directed a Supreme Team documentary that was released on Showtime. Now, 50 ain't stepping on him, and he's saying that he doesn't have a problem with Nas doing that because he knows Nas is connected to Supreme for religious beliefs. Let's keep it.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is his thing. Other than that, there's nothing else there. You know what I mean? And you look and I go, well, what is when they put the Quran, they mention how many times that their name were in records in the documentary. And it was cool every time that their name was in records, but they was upset with the version that I did.
Oh, you talking about the Supreme Team doc?
Yeah, because they went through 10 different.
So what 50 is saying right here is Murder Inc. and Supreme had no problem with other artists mentioning Supreme in records, shouting them out, talking about his drug dealing past. But when 50 Cent did it in the Ghetto Quran, they called him a snitch for it. And he doesn't understand why they're picking and choosing and nitpicking him. But other people, it was okay. And even in the documentary, they said it was okay and they were happy and excited that they were being mentioned in records, except for when he did it. Let's keep going.
I don't know if you know, but you know DJs would get beat up for playing the record.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, dope, all day. Like if you
Hell
play,
yeah.
you just
Yeah,
get
certain
beat up.
spots,
Like they would call and be like, "Don't play that record." Yeah, that's how crazy it was back then.
And they wouldn't say nothing to me though. They go, nah, you know, Like when I seen him, he didn't say nothing. He didn't have a problem with the record. Then he had a problem later when law enforcement started to hold on to the record. And they're not holding the record because of what I said.
Just one. Yeah.
Because they already got a separate homicide that you're sitting in here on. They already got your tapes in the dope that you got caught with in Baltimore. So what they're really holding you to is the fact that I didn't say nothing when I got hit. So they're saying he's associated to this thing with this kid, and this is why they keep bringing that into this actual case. Remember all of the snitch, you a snitch, you this is now.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing you can be in the environment that I come up in, right?
Facts.
Where the snitch at in the documentary?
Yeah.
I'm not in that case.
Yeah.
So there's no snitch there,
right?
Okay, so the reason this is significant is because the Ghetto Quran came out before 50 Cent blew up. It was in his early days. You know, it was a mixtape song. And him and Supreme didn't have the issues that they have now at that point. So what 50 is saying is Supreme would see him in the hood and not say nothing to him about the record. He wouldn't have no feelings. He didn't have a problem with 50 Cent making that record when he would see 50 in person. But once he got locked up, he started acting like he had a problem with the record, is what 50 is saying. So when 50 is saying he's not a snitch and he wasn't in that case, he's referring to Supreme's case that got him life in prison. And all the evidence was in the
real quick, White.
50 Cent's name was nowhere in the case.
They didn't use that. They didn't use his lyrics or nothing.
No. They did. The song did come up in the case, but they didn't say 50 Cent was the cause. They were just saying, listen to this record from the street. But they wasn't saying, that's why they were calling him the dry snitch.
Right.
But that
or even if he didn't, he put it on wax so the lawyers could go listen to it and use it and dig up more shit on that.
But here's the deal. This is how I feel, and I probably don't know personally, but I feel that Irv Gotti, while Supreme was in jail, did an Alpo move. He called the big dog in jail and supported him financially and everything. He held on to Preem because he knew Preem real quick on the streets. Everybody knew Preem on the streets.
Yeah.
But I think when Irv Gotti got the smell that this kid did something that Preem didn't like, he went, and that's another thing. We didn't talk about the Alpo situation. Situation was the same way. Alpo went after the dude in Washington, D.C., the murderer in D.C., who was locked up and nobody even wanted to come home. He went and put money on his books. So by the time he came, and he paid for him to pretty much bond him out and get him out. So I think I personally, and if I'm wrong, I might be wrong, I feel that Irv did the same thing with Preem. He went and visited him, chilled with him, wop. And by the time
that was his dude, though, right?
Who?
Preem and Irv, they was already cool.
You know what? The word I got from the street in Southside that really wasn't his dude until he started making bread.
Of course. He started.
What I'm saying is, he moved on Preem when he started making bread. It's not like the 50 Black Just and Preem thing when 50 didn't have shit and he knew Preem personally. You know what I mean? Like Irv Gotti did not know Preem personally when he was.
I thought it was when Irv Gotti started making noise. Preem was already big, and he started fucking with him, and he hung on to him because he was a big dude in Queens.
He started fucking with him, but he wasn't from around our way. He was the dude. It's pretty much like you know. It wasn't like, how can I say it, man? It wasn't like how Bimmy came up with Run DMC, as you saw in the Bimmy interview.
Right.
Irv Gotti started making money, so you start thinking, who do I link in? What overlords am I going to make sure who's looking over me? And he went for Preem, not knowing that this kid right here, 50, has already been in the family a long time ago from his moms and everybody. They all. That's why he's. Look at the rest of the interview. Go ahead, cut it on. Look at the rest of the interview.
Case, but yet people still run with the rumor that 50 is a snitch and he snitched on Supreme and got Supreme locked up. But 50 is saying even Supreme is not saying that.
Nope.
And my name is not in that case.
There's nothing about nothing. All he says is he know me. He know what that was about. And what that was about was he got an idea. and it ain't the same idea I got. Mine's work, obviously. Do you understand what I'm saying? He's like, his idea is, yo, leave them alone. They our food. Because he eating off them. Like when the feds are saying, yo, wow, he's saying, yo, we beat the feds. You never beat nothing. You wasn't involved in nothing. They really washed you up to make sure that they got him so you couldn't help him.
Financially.
Yeah, they only put you in the case to eat you. He'll tell you he was $2 million in the hole in the thing.
I think I heard that. He said that on Drink Champ.
Yeah. So while you $2 million in the hole is to make sure you can't help him. He went to trial with illegal aid. They never had a hung jury, no nothing. These words out of his mouth.
Okay, y'all. So I know I'm doing a lot of narration, and I gotta break it down this way because 50 is a street nigga, and sometimes as street niggas by habit, we talk in parables. And if you're not from that environment, you can miss everything that he's saying and you cannot understand it. So what 50 is saying right here is his issues with Supreme stem from 50 trying to step on Murder Inc. and Ja Rule. And Supreme was eating off Murder Inc. and Ja Rule and didn't want that to happen. And that's where the street beef comes from between those two. Because prior to Murder Inc., they were cool in the street. So when 50 says Supreme had an idea and I had a different idea, what he's saying is his idea was to make Murder Inc. work and my idea was to make Murder Inc. fail. And because we had different ideas, we clashed in the street. 50 then goes on to reference Irv Gotti, and Irv keeps saying that he beat the feds and they beat the feds. And 50 is saying the feds never wanted Irv Gotti, Murder Inc. or Ja Rule. All the feds wanted was to shut them down so they couldn't fund Supreme. So they couldn't funnel money to him. So he couldn't have the best lawyer. He couldn't have proper legal representation. And he would get life in prison because he didn't have the money to fight the case. If Irv Gotti was left alone and Murder Inc. was left to be successful by the feds, then they would have been in position to financially help Preem, which was against what the feds wanted. So 50 is pretty much saying the feds never wanted Irv Gotti. He was never really a target for them. They only wanted to shut him down and put him in debt, $2 million in debt, because they wanted him to stop funding Supreme. And that's why the feds had attacked Irv Gotti at all. Outside of that, the feds had no interest in them.
You see what I'm saying? When I go see Biz, I go see Cat in Clinton. Cat go, yeah, he fucked that up. He go, I don't understand. He was supposed to have both.
He's supposed to have 50 and Ja Rule.
Why he choose? You see what I'm saying? Like he's going, y'all from it. Like you from it. That's automatic. And he going, I understand that these kids are trying to make death row. This is Cat saying they're trying to make death row. That's what they're trying to do.
What?
But why would you go against that to do that?
What 50 is saying right here is he went to visit Lorenzo Fat Cat Nichols in prison, and Cat pretty much told him Supreme messed up because he could have had Ja Rule and 50 under their label instead of trying to make them go against each other and pick and choose.
He could have deaded it.
Both 50 and Ja Rule, and it would have saved him a lot of headaches.
Ooh, that would have been major.
When you know I have the resilience to go against anybody. Like there's nobody that's too ill. Those are the guys that you would choose not to go against at that. It's in the environment they got, and it's not him individually because everybody's greater in their absence than they are in their presence. His aura is stronger than he is.
Right.
You ask him about that when he go get his arm broke in the joint. They missed that part. He gonna say he slipped, fell on the mop.
God.
All right, man. So to wrap it up, 50 is pretty much saying that at that time, he was the only one that was willing to step up against Supreme and the Supreme team, and that he was never actually scared of Supreme, but he respected the structure and the individuals that Supreme put around him. He then wrapped it up by saying Supreme ain't as strong by himself as he is when he had the group around him. And then he talked about Supreme getting his arm broken in prison and lying about getting his arm broken in prison as if he just fell when really he might have ran into some trouble.
So please find out that dude's name, man. Go to the corner, man. Find out that dude's name, man.
Hold on. This is the. I gotta. That's crazy. What is the nigga's name? Hold on.
Go back. You gotta go back.
Let me stop sharing the screen real quick and then go back. That's crazy, yo. Nigga broke it down. Whoever he is. What is this nigga's name? I can't see it.
Oh man. Now I
still don't see it. It's not up there, man. 50 Cent breaks down. Nah, I don't see his name more. This nigga's
I'll find it, yo, because we gotta shout him out before I leave, yo.
It's crazy, yo. It's dope shit though. He got 54,000 views on that shit. The shit is amazing, yo. The way he broke it down was ill.
Yeah.
He dropped that shit a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Like a week ago. I mean, 10 days ago, something like that.
Hold on.
It's actually 10 days ago.
Yeah, because I saw it and I thought it was an awesome piece, man.
Oh, is it Will Evans? Is that him?
That might be it. Hold on. Supreme Breakfast Club.
I hope I ain't shouting out the wrong nigga. Is this?
Hold on.
No, I don't think that's him, yo. Is it him?
No, hold on. I watched it. 50 Cent Turks, Earl's Body. It's not Jordan Tower.
I just seen this shit, man.
You just,
I don't see it.
Yeah, Will Evans. You right? You right?
Will Evans. All right. Shout out to Will Evans. That shit was dope, yo. Super dope.
Yeah.
Will the way he broke it down. He broke it down like it.
Please like and subscribe. Like and subscribe for us too. But like and subscribe
for us. This nigga's fucking got it on YouTube anyway. It should. That video right there got over 54,000 views, nigga.
No, that's dope. That's dope. And I'm gonna post us. I'm gonna try to see if I can post us up under him so he can watch the show. Let him know that we definitely thought he broke that shit down, bro. That he broke it down. But yo, just to go into the neighborhood, he's absolutely right. Like 50, as he brought up Cat, how he can go visit Cat because he grew up with Cat and Preem in them before they even became Cat and Preem in them because his mom was involved with all that. So he didn't grow up fearing Preem. You know what I mean? Like he didn't grow up. That's like, you know what I mean? Like that's like, I'm trying to think. That's like, I don't know, man. That's like somebody in your crew that grew up young and you just like, I'm not fearing you. Like you know, like you have, I don't want to give names of people in your neighborhood that you know ran wild, but you weren't fearing them because you grew up with them. Right. Even if they're older or not, you still gonna.
No, it's a fact. I mean,
they and in fact, and I know 50 with his petty ass, he feels even better that he can say something to Supreme on a block where everybody's fearing him. Right. And he's the only one that can be like, well, Supreme, you smell like shit. You know what I mean? It's right. No, he's talking to Supreme like that. That's how 50 was, but that was pretty much like they weren't close, but now that answers the documentary part where, you know, because I was just like, how do Prince, the one who I like Tough and them who I grew up with, I always wanted to know what Prince felt about that. And in the documentary, Prince said, man, I wish the best for all of them. I'm good with all of them. Let that kid go make money. I'm good with all of them. So 50's right. Everybody was good with him. I believe what happened is when Preem got tied up with money in jail, Irv started blowing up, working for Def Jam, you know, and was like, yo, you know, Irv was around before Def Jam. I'm not gonna say he wasn't around at all.
Correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't know too much about this shit. Like, but I didn't Preem fund Irv Gotti for him to start up?
No, not even a little bit.
All right.
Not at all. Like, that's all Irv Gotti. That is all Irv Gotti. What happened was some of the rappers he had on his label and stuff like that, they were tied in the South Side. And again, you know this personally, the name Preem in Southside rung hard bells. Right. You know what I mean? So when people spoke of Preem or Preem rolled up, like we would go to park jams and you would know when Preem is rolling up. So if Gotti is just a little DJ and Preem come up and pat him on the back, that's a big admiration right there. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what's up, Preem? Like, yo. Meanwhile, this other kid who's younger than Gotti is coming up and he's like, my mom's already know Preem. I'm not going to give him that respect like that. Like, I'm not scared of him. Y'all could be scared. And that's what he's supposed to do. Like he said, he respected how he put his team around him. But again, the people that he was linked with, Black Just and Bimmy, you know what I mean, was like Preem brothers.
Right.
You know what I mean? So 50 was not that far out the circle. He was a third degree out the circle. What happened was Preem just was like, you beefing with the dudes who's funding me in
What
jail?
he pretty much was saying the truth. Your name could get bigger than who you are, yo.
Yep.
That's a fact because that was the hood because everything would be fabricated after that. You would get so big because something you did and the stories would go on, and you ain't even that tough. Not saying you soft, but your shit is just 10 times heightened.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much what he was saying. Like, Preem is that dude, but I mean, his name was held more weight than who he really was.
Yeah, I watched that whole interview, man. Like, I got a whole different respect for his pettiness. Like, and it's funny you say that earlier. You know what I mean? Where 50 can do it because he said it in I think he said it. It might have been another interview. No, it was another interview. It wasn't that. 50 said, check this out. I was the dude that niggas came to get when they ran in the shit. And he was like, at the end of the day, I think you probably saw this. He said, so who do I go get? You know what I mean? He's like, I got to look at myself in the mirror and go do it myself. You know what I mean? So not only I got to handle my problems, I handle the other niggas' problems. Because the other niggas wasn't handling my problems. You know what I mean? That was real talk. It was like, so he said I had to survive to know that I can only rely on myself and take care of everybody else. Because you got to watch that whole Breakfast Club interview because he talks about the G-Unit situation. You know what I mean? He was just like, nah, man. He's like, I don't got enough room on my back anymore. I'm not carrying. I can't carry everybody anymore. He's like, the only one I think he said he carry is, of course, is Yayo. And he said the only reason why I carry Yayo is because when he does something stupid or we run into a disagreement, he's the only one that can apologize. And I think that he don't need to apologize. Everybody else is on some, you know what I mean? I'm doing me. I'm bigger than life shit. And it's like, well, go be bigger than life then. He gave a great example about the Reeboks deal for G-Unit sneakers. He was like, I give these kids a deal, all of them getting checks from G-Unit sneakers for them to go out and promote it, but they busy following all the other rappers and want to wear whatever other rappers is wearing and not putting on the sneakers, so it made it corny. Right. You know what I mean? He said, but check this out. I could have put those sneakers on athletes and tennis, all types of athletes, and made it large and just sat back and got checked myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I put it on you guys saying, hey, he was like, yo, you don't got on Reeboks? Well, don't look for those checks coming in.
Yeah, it's so crazy. The watch documentaries nowadays on the behind the scenes shit. Like I just watched this shit on Netflix about N1. Did you see that shit?
Did I watch the N1 one yet? I don't. No, I didn't watch it yet. I saw the trailer. I gotta watch.
That shit was dope, yo. Because N1 was crushing on everything. But to see where the shit came from, you're gonna be like, get the fuck out of here. Yep. Fucking 3-4 white dudes that don't know nothing about the hood or the streets or nothing. There's some niggas that used to play basketball, wasn't even nice. Created N1. N1 was everywhere, nigga. That shit was weird. I loved it. And them niggas didn't make hardly no though. They was making money like G's and shit. The one, and I didn't even know your man Hot Sauce was from Atlanta and shit. That's crazy.
Yeah. Hot Sauce came and chilled with us at DMB a couple of times.
I don't remember niggas. I don't remember nobody, nigga.
He came and supported us at our jump off, yo. You stupid,
I'm pretty sure he did, but I don't remember nobody. You know that.
White supported us, yo. This nigga white don't remember nothing.
Hot Sauce is that dude. But I kept up on the N1 shit. You gotta watch the shit. Shit was dope.
Yeah.
Just to see and how they sold it, and them niggas, they ain't get no money. The niggas, you know what I'm saying? They ain't get no money after that.
Oh, the white dudes didn't get no money, but those dudes, it almost was a $1 billion business.
Yes. Yes. Shit was dope.
I'll tell you what happened to them. What happened to them? The same thing that happened to FUBU and happened to Shaq Shoes. They did that deal with Walmart and then tanked.
No, they sold it, nigga. They sold it.
That's the thing about it. FUBU sold no, it's the same thing. FUBU sold it. Shaq sold it. And yo, I got a conspiracy. I'm thinking that billionaires was looking at these kids making millions to billions and was like, I know how to stop it. Throw those kids like, because check this out. why Gucci and everything is still living, and the Sean Johns and even down to the Shaq shoes, like why is it not living? Like why is all the big black stuff?
Ain't nobody wearing no. First off, ain't nobody wearing no Shaq shoes. You know what?
You know why though?
Let me say something. A lot of I don't know about nowadays with the Kobe sneaker and all of them, but I know. Even though Charles Barkley sneaker was ill, mad niggas was buying Charles Barkley.
They didn't sell those in Walmart.
No, not in Walmart. I'm just talking about like how come nobody brand, and I know Jordan's a man, but no other brand became as big as Jordan to this day. Kids don't even know where Jordan came from. They just wear it, yo.
Conspiracy. I told you, nigga, I got a conspiracy. They saw Jordan on his way, and they stopped FUBU. They stopped Shaq. They stopped. They was like, no more niggas is getting this type of dough, bro.
Yo, all right, I'm gonna give you a fucking a spoiler. Who's gonna watch that shit anyway? The Air One shit. They said one of their main downfalls was when Nike in Scary Movie, the Marlon and them made fun of it. The Nike commercial when they playing basketball and the screeching and the Vince Carter and all them. You know they just dribbling the ball and passing it in black and white.
Yeah,
and they was like that was the main downfall for their shit. Other than when they signed Stephon Marbury, you know he hurt his leg, his foot, he threw their shit in the trash.
Yep, I remember that.
They gave him a deal, and the first game he got hurt in this shit, and then he threw the shit in the trash, and they thought it was over. But then when they got to that other shit, they shit bigged up, and they got sneakers again. You know what I'm saying? But Stephon Marbury, if he would have had an ill game, everyone would have been like a Nike type of brand, yo, if he didn't get hurt that day.
No, and I'm telling you, once they sold it, once you sell it to that, same with Rockefeller, same with Sean John, once you sell that to a Japanese company or whatever, they don't know how to work the markets in America.
But I think you fucking up more because I think when niggas sell it, they be in bankrupt and they don't want to go broke.
No,
so
I understand that, but imagine if they hold on to it. Why?
If you know you're on the verge of going broke, you're not gonna hold on to it, more.
But check this out.
You win, I wouldn't let you, nigga. You like, nigga, I'm holding. No, we not holding on to this shit, nigga. We selling this shit and we getting out of this shit.
But you know what though? Did you see the Gucci movie? I think they all held on to, no matter bankruptcy or nothing, they held on to their product, and they're now all of a sudden we wear all their shit. We wear all the Nike too.
Right.
You can't go to Walmart and buy Nikes.
Shout out to FUBU. I don't know how many people was in FUBU that made it. They made FUBU. 4 people.
It was like 4 people. Big shout out.
How many people? How many people only know Damon is the only one that niggas know that's is he a billionaire or a million?
He's a serious millionaire, but I don't know if he's a billionaire.
Yeah. All right, so he's super rich and he's the
but
only one we know.
No, they're all millionaires.
Oh yeah,
all 4 of them. Yeah, they probably don't got as much money as Dame, but they're because again, it's what you said earlier with N1. They sold it. That's why it ended up in Walmart. They sold it.
No, they sold it because it probably was going down though. It's a lot of back. You gotta understand that.
Look at the documentary on Nike. It went down. You hold on to it, bro, and you bring
no. I seen the sneaker shit with. Actually, Jordan kind of started Nike because you know they bought it to Jordan, which Magic Johnson regrets to this day.
Before Jordan, they were dying.
But no, they didn't have nobody. So they was doing tennis, like the real tennis shoes and shit. And then they went up to Jordan, and I don't know how he took it, but even Magic Johnson didn't take the deal.
Nope.
They was like the overall outcome. What Magic Johnson said he was gonna get $500 million if he didn't have that deal, some shit like that, some crazy shit. So think about this, more. Jordan did it, and he didn't go to Converse because Converse was the biggest brand back then. Yep. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you go to Converse, Jordan went to Nike, and Nike became the biggest brand out there because of what Michael Jordan did. Like it was like a hit. It's like rolling the dice. They didn't.
What I'm saying.
They didn't know Michael Jordan was gonna be Michael Jordan.
Okay,
they just knew he was nice.
But check out what I'm saying. When Nike didn't have nothing, Jordan stepped in and elevated it. Right. When And1 didn't have a brand, Marbury stepped in to help the face of the brand, right? When it didn't help the now when shit is tanking, bring in shit to advertise your shit to go up. Nike didn't sell off their jump off as soon as their shit was tanking. They bought in Jordan. Imagine if Shaq and everybody would have bought in somebody from the outside to enhance.
They tried it, nigga. You thinking, yo, they tried it. Reebok, even though in Reebok and still living, every brand out there is still that like the major, like the big brands. I'm talking about Reebok, fucking Fila, fucking, you know, they still doing it, you know what I'm saying, from back in the day. But what, you know what I'm saying, like Nike was always the biggest brand, yo, like from back in the day. Like they was like the fucking tycoon of everything.
Really, back in our day before Nike was Adidas. Adidas was bigger.
Adidas and Converse.
Yeah, Adidas and then it was Nike. And then when Jordan hit Nike, it was a wrap. When Air Jordan came, it was a wrap. But my point is,
and I'm from I grew up in the Jordan era, yo. I don't know nothing else, nigga.
But here's the
Remember,
deal.
You probably got me by like 15 years now.
Yeah, so I grew up in
you got me by like you got me like 3-4 years, nigga.
I grew up in the
fucking Run DMC with the big shoestrings.
No shoestrings, nigga. We have no shoestrings.
Oh, no shoestrings, nigga. Like, I mean, I was a fan of LL Cool J when he was like no more audition, and he was like box. That was my type of shit right there, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny because he's the one that Damon have a little short about. I watched the other day. It was on like a TikTok or something, little short, and he was just like, he broke down how LL Cool J snuck in branding FUBU in a Gap commercial.
I seen that. Was it like a bandana or some shit he had on?
He had a hat on. The FUBU
it was something. It was something.
Rapping about. It was a Gap commercial. Remember they had all white, and he was rapping about Gap, and he was like,
that was one of the illest shit.
Yeah. And he said it took them 5 weeks to think the white executives, they all got fired. It took 5 weeks for them to figure that out. They had the commercial running and everything.
I remember that shit, yo. But you know it's crazy, and it's kind of like the Air One. They had the sneak out. I was watching that shit. They sneakers was dope, more. The Air One sneakers. And guess what? When Vince Carter was at the height of his career, he won the slam dunk contest with the Air One hottest sneakers on.
Wow.
They didn't pay him They didn't pay him a nothing. They was like, oh my God. They was like, our shit is up. It's up. They shit was rising. Right after that, he signed with Nike and then did that commercial when they had the passing the ball. That's what sunk them niggas. But that was fucked up. I was like, damn, he did. They couldn't grab Vince Carter after that, nigga. Goddamn, he won a slam dunk contest in the NBA wearing your sneakers.
Crazy,
dog. Yeah, they was making phone calls like, yo, you see what he doing? What he wearing? Yo, it was crazy. But he's like, we didn't have to give him no money. Yeah, you did, and y'all didn't. Y'all must have thought it was good, and he went to Nike. Yeah,
that's crazy. Hey, I'm going to roll on out, bro.
All right, we out, yeah.
All right, yo. So like and subscribe, people. Please hit us up. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Let us know how we doing or whatever. We'll be back to y'all. Probably be back before the week is out. Even give y'all a couple of extra shows.
What's today? Monday. We're gonna come back like Thursday or something like that. Yeah.
We got a lot of other stuff coming up. We just had to come in because while we was out, all this dump of info was coming. So we had to come and chat it up about it, man. Put it out borough bread style, all the New York situations, and so. Until next time, man, I'm Big Mar, your king from Queens.
It's your boy wife from the Boogie Down Bronx. You know what it is.
And and we are Borough Brats.
We out this biatch.
All right, White. I'm going to holler at you.